Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Let's take a quick look here at the overall price movement here since the swing low on the 18th of June. We have been in this upside movement, making higher highs and higher lows. We can see that we are doing something like a curve. We are forming a curve. It takes a long time until Bitcoin finally gains traction here. Other coins have already taken off, at least a little bit, depending on the coin. Some better, some not so good. And Bitcoin is a coin that takes time. It seems to take time. At the moment, I continue to be, again, carefully bullish as long as we stay above the low of 20,700. That is the meaningful low, which just technically and based on the rules of the Elliott Wave method needs to hold in order to maintain this bullish price movement. So that means we could even drop down to nearly that level, move up before, and we could still be in the bullish scenario. That would not change anything. If we break that level, it would seriously put a challenge to the bullish scenario, which means on the other side, as long as we are above that, we can remain carefully bullish with a probability of around 60% that we will not see another lower low below 17,600. That shows you though that it's still a very balanced approach and that we have to allow currently still for another low until we have more clarity in the charts. At the moment, Bitcoin makes it really difficult. It is a bit painful to analyze it, and it's really not straightforward at the moment. There's a lot of price movements which make it difficult, a lot of overlaps. But I'm going to give you here a view of my primary expectation. So in this video, we take a look first of all here at the price movement since the low. We made a wave 1, we came down in a 2, we moved up in a wave 3. And that's pretty basically in the wave in which we are now, in a wave 3. But in that wave 3, we also made a wave 1 because a wave 3 in itself has 5 subwaves. So we've done this wave 1, done this wave 2, and also here we end the wave 3. And again, in that wave 3 as well, we've got another wave 1, and now we're forming a wave 2. And we are in this wave 3, or this is going to start next. So what we expect next is that we are going to reach or get into a wave 3 of a wave 3 of a wave 3. Very bullish, should be at least, if it plays out. If it doesn't, it was just a corrective price move. However, as I said before, it is very difficult to count a corrective price move here. And I won't be able to do this before Saturday, but I'm going to show you what the difficulties are here. I don't think we see any major price moves before that anyway. Overall, that means we have 3-1-2 setups here. At least I can assume that as long as we stay above 20,700. And 3-1-2 setups mean that we're really coiling up for something here. So that means we all need to have those wave 3, 4, 3 and 4 and 3 and 4s that will follow those wave 1, 2 setups, okay? So this is where we are at the moment, and if we zoom in, we continue, by the way, to hold above this key level here, above 23.3k. This is the previous resistance zone, which is now acting as support. A very, very important structural level. Now, looking at this imminent price movement, I think we have done here since the low of 20,700, a leading diagonal. We moved up in a wave 1, came down in a 2, we moved up in a 3, came down in a 4, moved up in a 5, an absolute valid count. We then moved down, and I believe here we peaked in the wave 5 of the leading diagonal. In a leading diagonal, you can have overlapping waves. And in this wave 5 of the leading diagonal, with that wave, we finished off the wave 1. We're now coming down in this wave 2. In this wave 2 correction, I would expect the price to reach the area between 22,420 and 23,480. However, this wave 2 as well consists of a wave A, a wave B, and a wave C. So the wave A might already be done, as I told you yesterday, here at the low at 23,800. I told you that we'll probably move up in a wave B. I would expect it to reach the area between 24,350 and 24,700. That is if I draw the Fibonacci levels from the top here of the wave 5 at 25,230 all the way down to the wave 5 low again here at, no need to adjust that, here at 23,800, then you can see that the retracement levels, which will be meaningful for a wave B, are located between the 24,340 level and the 24,680 level. It could also go a bit higher, but this is just the area with the highest likelihood for a wave B in my opinion. The retracement levels, and we are finally starting to move into that direction. You can label the wave B in itself as a 3-wave move. So we had here a wave A, a wave B, and we're now in the C. That allows us to calculate the target for the wave C as well, in that we look for the 1.618 extension level of the wave A. And where would that take us? That would take us into the middle of this green area, actually the lower end. So it's around 24,425 that you can have on the radar. Again, all of this is not super high confidence at the moment. There's a bit of uncertainty here in the market. I don't think this correction is finished. But if we go above the high, of course, you know, which is at 25,230, then I think the wave 2 was already finished. The moment, I think primarily we should reach that wave B area here and then come down in a wave C. And that's pretty much what I see here on the Bitcoin chart, how I see Bitcoin at the moment. You know, a wave B is pretty much very, very hard to forecast. It's very unpredictable. It could even become, let's say, an overshooting wave B, even though I don't think so, because the wave A of that wave 2 is a 5-wave move. In that case, the wave B retracement should be rather shallow, and then we should see a wave C come down in a 5-wave move as well. Yeah, and this is where we currently are here with Bitcoin, and I showed you yesterday some other options here, like the leading expanding diagonal. Maybe have a quick look at that one. That is suggesting that Bitcoin from the low at 17,600 itself, all of this is a leading expanding diagonal. Not too much confidence, because it is unusual to form a leading diagonal after such a strong sell-off. That is one option here, and the other options are bearish, but again, I have massive difficulties to count it. Yeah, there are 3 main options, all of them come with their own difficulties, therefore the bullish scenarios have more focus and a 60% probability. But again, on the weekend I'm going to take you through in detail through the wave count for the bearish ones, and then we can also talk about the difficulty, the problems that each of these scenarios have. Alright, and that's my update about Bitcoin. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.